Great to be with you. Thank you. Boy, oh boy, I sure wish we had colleagues that were upset about the Biden 20% inflation and lack of wage growth, along with that inflation and the high energy costs that were costing families throughout my district thousands of dollars. I wish we would have heard a peep about that, and yet we have just angry voices over the potentiality of bringing manufacturing back to the United States that, in fact, hasn't even got into effect yet. It's nuts. Mr. Secretary, the ongoing litigation response to the Democrats' questions about the Treasury Doge team, is it true that they can find all the information, find all the available information there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Also, regarding the beneficial ownership rule, which was a disaster for my small businesses, I mean all of them, 100% complained about it. The original intent of the Corporate Transparency Act was to root out bad actors. The previous administration, however, turned it into a massive data collection with over 50 questions. Originally there were 4 that outraged small business, accountants, attorneys, anybody who had anything to do with it. In fact, only 20% of the small businesses were even able to comply by the January 1st deadline, and meanwhile they were threatened with fines up to $500 per day and up to $10,000, small businesses. They were beside themselves. You listened to the small businesses and did something immediately to correct course, exempting U.S. companies from reporting, and my small businesses throughout my district, throughout Pennsylvania, applaud you for eliminating a needless bureaucratic reporting regime. So thank you.
And Congressman, I'm just sorry that so many of them had to waste their hard-earned dollars either complying or preparing to comply.
And losing sleep and everything else, and some even going out of business because they found it preposterous. Thank you. Let's talk about removing the ideological, subjective, even capricious regulators how would you, under the Biden administration, bank supervisors focused more on ideological concerns and less on material, bright-line financial rules versus the risks. How will you work with bank regulators to refocus supervision on bright lines rules rather than issue unrelated to safety and soundness?
Again, Congressman, very important point. We could see that we had 3, under the previous administration, we had 3 of the largest bank failures in U.S. history. 2 weeks before that, the Financial Stability Oversight Council published a report that said that climate was the biggest threat to the financial system, not the deposit volatility, not over-leveraged bond portfolios. So we are promoting common sense, back to basics.
Yes, thank you. Okay. The efforts related to the removal of reputational risk as a basis of supervisory criticism, can you comment on that?
Yes, sir. Many people, many individuals, many organizations were debanked because of their political beliefs, and regulators used that as a litmus test, and that it is a very capricious category in bank regulation, so we have moved to remove that as a criteria. We believe that financial ratios are much more important than whether you are a Democrat, a Republican, or an independent.
Thank you. Yes, well put, and appreciate the fact that you see things that way, as should be seen. Capital requirements, Basel III Endgame, of course, the G-SIB surcharge and other proposed capital rules might put U.S. banks at an international disadvantage. What do you believe, if you got an idea of the right level for capital requirements?
Sir, we are examining that now, and we will weigh in heavily at the BIS and the other rulemaking entities. But again, this one-size-fits-all. And I believe one of the reasons we've seen the stagnation in many other countries is the regulatory, the framework, the very tight regulatory framework that they put around their regulated financial institutions.
Thank you. I'm almost out of time. I'll yield back. Thank you very much, Mr. Secretary.
Thank you.
I thank the gentleman from New York, Mr. Torrey.